Hello there. If you're tuning in right now, pull up a chair. Imagine us sitting on a wide oak porch, the kind that wraps around a house like an old friend's arm, with fireflies just starting to wink in the twilight. That's where I am, out here, in the rolling outskirts of Knoxville, Tennessee, where the Smoky Mountains hug the horizon like they're whispering secrets. My name's Eleanor Voss, and I'm 68 years young, or so I tell myself on days when the mirror's being kind. 6 years back, my husband Thomas slipped away from a sudden stroke while he was out fiddling with the bird feeders in the yard, left me with a nest egg from his pension and the bits I'd squirreled away from decades stitching quilts at a little shop called Patchwork Pines. With all that, I bought this place, our first real home, stamped with just my name on the deed. It wasn't about flash or grandeur. No, I picked it for the way the late sun spills amber across the pine floors, turning every knot in the wood into a story. The kitchen's got this cozy nook with a peg for the gingham apron Thomas surprised me with on our silver wedding anniversary. Every shingle, every creaky step, it's all woven from years of pinching pennies and living true. And in those widow years, I found a rhythm in the solitude that didn't ache like loneliness. Mornings, I'd stroll with my little circle of gals, 6 of us, all silver-haired wanderers in our late 60s and 70s, chatting about everything from that new baking show on the tube to the pecan pie recipe Auntie's husband swore by before he passed. I got the hang of this smartphone contraption, poked around on social apps, even started a quiet feed where I'd snap the wildflowers blooming out by the split trail fence. Every other Saturday, I'd slip into Miss Etta's salon on Elm Street for a fresh rinse of warm auburn. The shade, Thomas always said, lit me up like October leaves dancing. I figured life had eased into a gentle current, until that sticky July afternoon when the screen door banged open, and in tumbled my boy Ryan with his wife Sophia trailing like a shadow in designer flats. Ryan, my one and only, 37 now, used to be all soft edges and easy grins, but grief has a way of sharpening folks, doesn't it? After Thomas went, Ryan drifted, calls grew sparse, visits scarcer, and when he did show, it was always with that sheepish ask for a loan to tide him over. A mama's heart, it bends every time, clinging to the hope it's just a phase, a storm that'll pass. But this drop-in, it landed different. No fumbling hellos, just this cool assurance, like they'd mapped it all out on the drive from Charlotte. Sophia swept past me in oversized shades, her gaze sliding over the rooms like she was pricing fixtures in a showroom. They hauled in 3 rolling bags, a crate with a fancy induction burner, a couple of spiky succulents, and that worn-out line, "It's just temporary. Mom, promise we won't cramp your style." I stood rooted in the foyer, the spot where Thomas and I used to sway 2 slow tunes on rainy nights, as they started nudging his old fishing rods aside, stacking my quilt blocks into teetering piles. My pulse went icy, but I kept my smile stitched on. Beneath the skirt of my sundress, my knuckles whitened around the key to the lockbox in the hall closet. They saw me as the pliant widow, head bowed and hands folded. Little did they know, I'd already wired in those discreet motions sensor-stinny eyes in the corners, feeding straight to my tablet, and the one who'd slink out red-faced. "It wouldn't be me. If you're still with me, lean in closer. Where are you listening from tonight? Drop a note below your city, your corner of the world. Every word you share, it's another thread in this tapestry we're weaving together. And if my words stir something in you, give that like button a tap. Let's send this ripple wider. Now, settle back, let me take you through it, step by quiet step." That first evening, as they claimed the big upstairs suite, the one with the bay window overlooking the meadow, I perched on the edge of the breakfast bar, stirring honey into my evening mint tea. The house, once humming with Thomas's low chuckles and the clatter of his toolbox, now echoed with their murmurs behind the closed door. I strained not to hear, but fragments slipped through. Sophia's crisp laugh, Ryan's murmur, "Yeah, it's dated, but flip the counters to quartz, stage it right. We could pull mid-200s easy, just need her to initial a couple forms, smooth the path." Then, that shared chuckle, light as shattering glass. I gripped the mug till the warmth faded, my tea turning bitter as the truth. Come dawn, I laced up for my walk anyway. Leela, my walk sister, since Thomas's memorial, sharp as a quilt needle, with stories that could fill a novel, clocked my shadowed eyes right off. "Ellie, you look like you wrestled a ghost all night." Spill. So I did, over the crunch of gravel. How Ryan and Sophia had barreled in, commandeered the suite like it was a timeshare, tossed out that basement line, casual as passing salt. Leela halted under a sycamore, fixed me with those no-nonsense blues. "Honey, That roof's yours hammered together from your sweat and his memory. Ain't nobody got claim to waltz in and redraw the lines. Kindness is a door, not a doormat. Her words lodged deep, stirring not just fear, but a grief sharper than I'd felt in years. The ache of a mother watching her nest unraveled thread by thread, back home. The changes had bloomed overnight. The plaid armchair Thomas's reading throne, its arms worn glossy from decades of novels shoved to the far wall, the throw pillows I'd pieced from wildflower prints, echoes of our meadow hikes dumped in a laundry basket like yesterday's rags, our anniversary snapshot, us grinning amid a sea of black-eyed Susans from that Boise getaway, yanked down and swapped for a stark geometric canvas in slate and rust. Fresh vibe, right, Mom? Sophia chirped, twirling a lock of her honey-blonde bob. I scanned the space where Thomas and I savored porch sunsets with iced sun tea, now chilled and foreign. I murmured. It's current. Sophia didn't stop at the living room. She claimed the kitchen like a general staking territory. My everyday stoneware's earthy mugs, Thomas picked from a potter's fair, hoisted 2 top shelves I couldn't stretch to without a stool. In came her arsenal, artisanal vinegars in glass decanters, emerald matcha powders, slabs of aged Gouda fanned like art on a board. I'd reach for the flour to whip up cornbread, and there she'd be, apron strings tied in a flawless bow. Let me handle it, Eleanor. You've slaved over stoves forever, time to kick back. It rang sweet, but her gaze inventoried the spice rack, the knife block, like auditing a ledger. Ryan, he sprawled on the settee half the day, thumb flicking through feeds, vanishing for hours without a where or why. Job hunts slow. He'd shrugged when I probed, but I tallied the months since his warehouse gig, folded 9, by my count. I hated the math, but after a month, it stared back. Pantry raids doubling the grocery tab, Sophia swiping my card for essentials that arrived in glossy boxes. I was funding a life that wasn't mine to carry. One dusk, from my perch in the guest alcove demoted to a fold-out cot amid dusty trunks, I peered through lace curtains. Golden light bathed the suite's window, and their voices floated out, plotting in hushed tones. I eased open the credenza, lifted the brass latch on Thomas's keepsake chest, the titled docs, his last directives, faded passbooks from our thrift years, all secure. I pressed my palm flat, inhaling the faint cedar whiff, and vowed, silence lets thieves thrive. Not this time. I'd rebuilt once, from ashes. I'd fortify again with wits, not fury. Next light, I motored to the tech outpost by the Kroger, snagged a pair of pebble-sized recorders, Wi-Fi linked, voice-activated, the clerk mistaking my intent for porch pirate watch. Smart choice, ma'am. Peace of mind's priceless. If only he knew the intruders wore family faces. That twilight, I tucked one behind the willow pattern vase on the mantel, its lens sweeping the hearth to the cook space. My tablet bloomed to life, crystal feed, catching the fridge hum, a moth's flutter, a queer mix washed over Misaro, laced with steel. Observe, I coached myself, then act. No more the trembly widow of fresh loss. I'd forged a world anew. These hands, they'd guard it fierce. Pause, a soft sigh, like wind through pines. Outside, dusk draped the sills in mauve, gilding the snapshot I'd reinstated on the sideboard. Thomas's crinkle-eyed beam. Hold steady, darlin', I breathed. We'll hold the line. As stars pricked the velvet sky, the little recorder hummed to life. The tale, it was just unfurling. The first recorder nestled behind that willow vase, its unblinking eye devouring the great room and spilling into the galley where Sophia orchestrated her reign. The spare, I stowed in a cubby, biting for the perfect nook. Patience was my ally. Now this wasn't a skirmish, it was a siege of subtleties. Day 1 post-setup, I curled on the alcove's narrow bed, tablet aglow. There was Sophia, yardstick in grip, probing the linen drapes. These are so last decade, she mused airily. Blinds with app control lovates the whole aesthetic. Ryan hovered, scribbling in a leather pad, head bobbing like a eager aide. Spot on. Pops the light right in. He said it blind to the who's in that equation. I watched, a shiver tracing my spine. Each of her tinkling giggles, every brush of fingers 'gainst trim it, stripped the soul from these walls, flake by flake. From then, Sophia launched her galley refresh. I dubbed it erasure. My tins and crocks banished to lofty perches, beyond my reach, even on tiptoes. The cobalt bowls Thomas bartered for at a Smoky Mountain craft fair, deemed faded, supplanted by sleek mat trays. I'd drift in to simmer chowder, and poof, Sophia materialized, tone velvet over iron. I've got this, Eleanor. Rest those bones, you've earned it. Polite as pie. But her scan of the pantry, pure catalog. One crisp morn, I aimed for my ritual oatmeal cookies, comfort from Thomas's sickbed days. Cabinet swung wide, oats vanished, raisins raided, replaced, turmeric lattes, quinoa pouches, jars of goji berries that cost a mint. Sophia, I ventured, where'd you tuck the basics? She fluttered a hand, grin airy, streamlined. Dear, those old staples, not ideal for vitality. First crack in my guest status right in my own hearth. The tally crept. Market runs from $60 to $90 to $250 weekly. Not my but rind, wave it off. Sophia's a whiz at spreadsheets, sits balanced. One twilight, fridge ajar, amid the charcuterie and green smoothies, my heel of rye from last chop, furred blue. I lifted it, fuzz, mocking under the bulb, throat clenching, set it down, sank to the stool where Thomas savored his black brew and crosswords. Silent sobs, not for the waste, but the excision from my own frame. A week on, tablet check, feed sharp. Sophia lounged on the settee, cell to ear. Dead serious, these hills are booming. Time it right, we're talking $280,000. Stepmom's got years, sure, but this gem's ours eventual. Ryan ambled past. What if she clocks us? Sophia's titter, leave the finesse to me. Few updates on file, and we're golden. My pulse thrummed on Terra, but ignition, save, timestamp, folder it under watch. Leela's fridge magnet glared, proof trumps pledges. I labeled, Sophia on valuation July8th.com settled, odd and anchoring. That eve, by the brass bankers, lamp power flea market score from a Chattanooga jaunty, pondered Thomas, a hearth cradles your fire, Ellie. He'd rumble, polish it with pride, not just rags. Palm to the oak rocker, seat burnished by his weight across 4 decades. If he breathed here, he'd bar that presumptuous tide, but he'd urge cunning, not clamor. Raisin's blade over Wrath's Club. Dawn brought me to the Elder Advocacy Workshop notes from last spring. Among voices, Nora Hale, a lithe barrister with a grin like dawn light, who'd demode trusts with such grace. Her card lingered in my wallet. Afternoon call, Nora, Eleanor Voss, hear from your property guardians session. Reckon I need a steer. Her timbre firm as river rock. Eleanor, slot for tomorrow. Bring the doxal pour. Morn after, I tooled Thomas's '05 Tacoma Loyal Rust Bucket downtown to Nora's loft office. She rose with chamomile steam and a clasp that steadied. Papers. Out came my satchel. Title, escrow stubs, policy logs, Thomas's codicil. Nora scanned, pen dancing. Done. She met my gaze. Sole proprietor, clear as creek water. No soul boots you, without your nod. No proxies granted. No transfers. Ink to helm, full sail. Lighter, I exhaled, but Nora pressed. Fortify now. Scan all. Stash copies, with kin you trust. Reset logins. Probe beneficiaries. And if they're bunking, I said, son and spouse. Her brow shadowed. Then harvest intent text this logs, captures, coercion or squat. We file, ouster swift, put, laws your shield, Eleanor, but proofs the arrow. Homeward, radio crackled Rocky Top Thomas's fenceman anthem. I grinned, Nora's echo, your crude, afternoon in. Sophia swatching walls in dove grays. Ryan scrolling listings, visioning the den, Eleanor loft style, like those Gatlinburg showplaces. I sipped, lemon balm, veiling steel. Bold canvas, nightfall, door latched, tablet, Sophia measuring, words, muffled, tap record, battle joined, lamps glow stippled the pain in honey, fingertip to Thomas's frame, darlin' vows intact. They shan't claim victory. House hushed, recorder's pulse a nascent flame of reckoning. Didn't take long to clock Sophia's refresh as blueprint for brokerage. That muggy dawn, I'd just steeped ginger tea when the latch clicked. Sophia breezed in, Polish gleaming. Eleanor, colleague swinging by quick scan, comps only, her soul's spotless, no idle peak. Bell tolled, instrode a slick gent, 30s, starched collar, folio gleaming. Sophia's beam, meet Vance, market maven from my Emory days, keen on gauging this beauty's worth for your piece, of course. Chill gripped me. Your beauty breezed through a crack, but intent screamed sail. From the scullery threshold, I eavesdropped. Sophia decanted from Thomas's heirloom Chinabone white, my 45th gift, untouched till now. Tray down, back to recorder. Vance fired tablet. Prime bones here 1800 square. Quartz tops, herringbone lay. Fresh coat. 2902-90310K. Markets ripe. Sophia Coude frame swaps. Smart glass, Vance bumps 5 grand. East Knoxville's sizzling prime window. Scribbles, Ryan, adjacent, postrinos. If titles still mom's transfer post close. Vance paused. Needs owner's mark, but can consensus. Breeze, Sophia. She defers all that fine print fuddles her now. Spoon chimed porcelina lancet to the gut. I retreated to alcove, feed live. Sophia the gracious host. Ryan complicit nod. Hands quaked, mug steadied. No waterworks, those fed their fire. Clarity reigned. Hour waned. Vance rose, clasped with Sophia. Full report incoming. Purge clutter. Pro shots list in 10 days. Asset goldmine. Congrats. Door sealed. Vanilla fog from her diffuser cloying. Feed caught postscript. Sophia lender. Online for escrow on that East Knoxville Nestop schools. Serene. Ready. Ryan. Mom. Sophia. Mike snaring. Assisted haven. Spotted a gem amenities galore. Sweets serene. On spec. Ideal. She settled. Dry rasp escaped me. Assisted haven. Their velvet exile. I bundled clips. Agent parley. Title query. Haven hint. Zipped to Nora. Intent manifest. Initial maneuvers. Herping. Swift. Bullion grade. Originals. Pristine. Next plays incoming. Eleanor Spatten. Those lines. Oxygen to embers. Solitary no more. Dusk. They dined out. House side empty. Grandfather clocks talk soul pulse. I ghosted rooms. Caressing relics. Brass lamps glow steadfast. Rockers. Indent. Thomas shaped. Lifted our vow. Princified. Sidelined Itrescent. Thomas's gaze. Jubilant. Dolan. Pledge holds. Shantae let this hearth hawk like wares. Notebook out. Script firm. July 10th. Agent appraised. Sales schemed. East Knoxville eyed. 2 rooms off. Every syllable mine. They deemed me spectre. Thus, all manifest and foreseen. Notebook shut. Crescent moon. Silvered the sill. Lights dimmed. Save lamps. Vigil Thomas's. Now sentinel to my spine. Sleepless that night. Tea cooling by casement. Thoughts swirled. Thomas. The sun I deemed steadfast. Sophia's chess. No venom, just hollow. As if they'd hollowed my core. Iced the void. Final jot. July 10th. 7-day horizon. Not fate scripted, but I'd chronicle. Shield. Reclaim every plank that's mine. Crack of day. Sun shafted the panes. Motes waltzing like archived joys. Sophia's auto purred. Her call pierced. Vance. Valuation via wire. Push for sign-off next week if she bends quick. Eyes shut. Nora's mantra. Bidelet exposure brew. I smoothed Shenyang rose. Tabletop. Our meadow. Shot shimmered summons. Treasures purchasable, but ownership. Soul deep. This hearth. Impregnable. That morn. I stirred Knoxville haze. Crisp. Dew-jeweled. The honeysuckle vines twining the rail. Mirror gaze. Lines etched, but no lament. Slipped into linen shift Thomas's favorite seafoam soft ant. Clipped the cameos he'd gifted for our 30th. Reflection. Not the yielding elder they cast, but Eleanor Voss. 3 decades quilting. Mortgage met penny by penny. Brewed dark roast the Peabury Thomas hoarded in tins. Aroma bloomed. Resolve rooted. 8 bells. Ryan and Sophia emerged, rumpled from a dawn spat. 1 cradled mug. Timbre level. Parley time. Ryan's brow knit. Preempt. Clear as spring. I forged this shelter. I decree dwell and tenure. Alterations. My sanction alone. Air stilled. Ryan gawked, as if reacquainting with kin. Mom, this blue moon talk. Thought we synced. Sync. I parried. Gaze locked. Quietude ain't yield. Sophia sidled. Cell clutched. Smirk veiled challenge. Eleanor. Memories fuzzy. This pad. Dad's policy funded Ryan's. Stake implied. I'm aiding Polish. Mug placed. Tone honed. Crystal Sophia. My ink on escrow. Taxes mine these 6 turns. Asset absolute. Remote clicked. Feed rolled. Vance's pitch to 902-90310K. Ripe slot. Tap. Sophia's barb. Stepmoms. Spanwains. Haven suits. Haven reverberated blade. Ryan wheeled on her flush. You voiced that. Sophia stammered. Hyperbole. Feed dark. No spar. I intoned. Facts suffice. I discern all. Ryan's grin strained. Mom, you logged us. Why? Guarded my ground. Rose. Envelope proffered Nora's seal. Council engaged. 7 sons hence. absent egress, ouster and bar filed. Sophia's glare flared, kin can't, kin honors, not plunders. Ryan dipped chin, turmoil churning. Mom, easing load that's all. Upkeeps, beastly, easing, I sliced. Permitting overhaul sans consult. Seizure, son. Sophia pivoted, inhale theatrical, gaze misting. Just brighter days for you. Afraid isolation bites. Refresh sparks joy no malice. Long study, I'd mastered tears as truth. Spied artifice, Sophia, deliberate, aid queries first. Honors provenance, substitution, amnesia, not aid. Gaze dropped, hush, Ryan slumped, digits nodded. Exhale mine, light, thence, triad, tenets, esteem no shifts unbid. Query all outlays overt. Contribute bank, no grown kin. Breach, depart. Talk, carved void. Ryan surfaced. Quaver mom. Fault mine. Loosen. Step back. No, son. Acts, mend, not arms. Grasped me. Frozen palms, midair. Gloss veiling. No conquest. Just marrow deep mourn. Chasm generational. To Sophia, milder steel. 7 sons grace. Not banished. Abide or absent. Gaze averted. Lips sealed. Ryan essayed. Faltered. Mugrins. Cascade masked poise. 6 years. Widowed. Command mine maiden voyage. Noon porch. Lila texted. Ultimatum dealt. Witness if storm brews. Instant I, Ellie, Phoenix, Rizana. The hush you were. Phone down. Honeysuckle gleamed jewels. Thomas, perchance, beamed from ether. Afternoon. Sophia scoured mute. Ryan yard phoned. Murmur low. I tuned out scheme. Etched. Proof banked. Counsel primed. Ally firm. Above all, self-restored. Night cloaked. I fronted vow print. Lamp burnishing Thomas's brow. See, love, I rise. Slight curve. No more the malleable Eleanor. Mother, guardian, dash, indelible. That night. Gusts buffet rail. Loam's damp fretting jam. Post-shower. Light switch bound. Clink pierced. Saucer kissing china in great room. In hush. Hue to fray. Lights doused. Door crack spied amber spilrian. And Sophia we say we's. Tablet app live. Capture rolled. Words wafted. Walls complicit. Spineless. Ryan. Sophia spat low. Hesitate. And she cling eternal. Victim charade for pity. Ryan. Weary. Overreach. Soph. Temporary crash. You spun conquest. Lawyers hers now. Sophia's hiss. Mike faithful. Bluff. Crone in 60s. Quill quivers. What's her play? Fist clenched tablet. Throb mine. But bide let testament build. Timbers testify. Mourn. They're out. Second recorder. Crested hall. Portrait overseen chamber. Portal treads. Scullery. Cloud cinced. Tick by tick. Afternoon replay. Great room boxed my shoals. Hand-hooked Afghans. Thomas's willow set. Each to give away. Sophia breezy. Prep swift. Dust gatherers. These. Ryan mute lids sealing as flaps dropped. Screen stare fractured me not theft, but presumption of my fade. Noon next. Sophia porch perched. Call threading. Scullery vigil. Recorder snared. Ms. Greer. Sophia Chatterjee. My elder kin. Swing by. She's adrift. Muddled. Ruth Greer familial. Arbiter Sephiad. Name dropped. Elder ward specialist. Power grant. Aid her ledgers tomorrow, if feasible. Teacup stilled. Core plummeted. Agent foiled. Now frailty assault. Morrow eve. Greer arrived. 50s. Bobbed waves. Wire rims. Satchel stout. Sophia ushered effusive proprietress pose. I proffered oaknut brew. Serene. Please. Greer beamed. But surveyed appraising. Chat light. Son's wife notes. Acid stumbles. Lately peaked. Sophia fret feigned. Ryan statues. Sip mine nicking to intruders swapping bolts unasked. Greer faltered. Poise thinning. Proxy eases burdens. Age invites slips. Satchel unzipped. Doc slid Dr. Harlan's affirm. Post-exam. Eleanor Voss. Acuity prime. Recall robust. Cognition unmarred. Greer perused. Nod reluctant. Understood. Sophia lunged. Salvage. Ms. Greer. Support so not distrust. Ryan. Shielding mom. Gaze theirs. Timbre hushed steel. Shield via verity. Not fable. Hush. Greer's shift neutral. Rise. Timing off. Perhaps. Card for revisit. Gracious. Ruth. Treasured. Accepted. Evidence veiled. Exit mute. Sophia's poise. Cracked. Saucer rattle. Ryan evaded. Mumble. Misread mom. No retort. Pocket tap ceased log. Colloquy archive. Night. File winged Nora. Arbiter summoned. Proxy pitched. Proof appended. Her, impeccable. Eleanor. Pristine holds. Morrow. Tenancy. End notice. Brace. Leaned. Lids. Sealed. Rain pattered steady Evans pulse. Hearths sold at dawn. Lila wheeled up. Denim vest. Canvas holdall. Next. Volley. Ellie. Cabinet gestured giveaway crates. Reclaim all. Thomas's Afghanistan Charitistain. Everide Elder. Redefinition bid. Furies. Pick rates. Or proxy ploy. Comment amplify our chorus. We toiled mourn. Leela I catalogued. Keys. Policies. Nest egg. Bedchamber vault. Leela clutched duplicate. Safer offsite. Echoed Nora. Logins refresh. Nod. Eve. Refreshed all accounts. Post. Entry chime. Each glow. Barrier sealed. Against breach. Late. Nora's wire. Tenancy cease. Tennessee code. Poured lines. Penned coda. Intruders vacate. 7 sons signed. Else. Proprietor summons constables. Quill trembled. True. Taped scullery shelf. Sophia's. Dawn mugs. Retreated. Paper gleamed. Ward under hearth glow. Gust curtain. Walls. Versed in schemes. Light quenched here. Thomas. Fortified at last. Dark. Rail gust replied. Bomb steady. Third dawn. Post notice. Hush reigned. No Sophia's chant playlists. Ryan's tread sparse. Exit hushed. Till Sophia Galley entered. Palm belly grazed. Mean strained scheme. Eleanor. Languid. Parley. Rag midwife. Dawn striped her pallor. Fragility feigned. Pregnant. Breathed. Gaze floorward. Words plunged. Gallopable to abyss. Ripple vast. Rags set. Inhaled deep. Certain. Nod. Digits cradling swell. 8 weeks scant. Kept close. No worsen intent just grasp. We can't bolt now. Steadfast nest. Till birth. Then. Away. Head lift. Quiver feigned. Eyes alight. Gambit. Mom roll. You recall. Stability calls. Hush mine. Flashed young Thomas. My Ryan burdened belly. His cradle crafts. Midnight rubs. Knew that tender dread. But Nora's consult rang. Gestation grants no tenure. No claim. Ellie. Sentiments. Snare guard. Instinct. Water poured. Tremor. Faint. Sophia. Mild. Baby blessed. Boundary holds. Hearth mine. 7 sons firm. Retract none. Stare hers. Seconds wound. To ire. Cruelty incarnate. Lash. Evicting gravid kin to curb. What matron. Inhale. No hurl request. Retreat from raid. Nuance. Sophia. Ryan descended. Befuddled. Soft. Ease. Hash. She snapped. Heartless dwelling trumps lineage. Ryan mute. Gaze dodged. No salvage mine. This breach. Mine to breach. Straight to Sophia. Babe no bulwark for trespass. True dam starts. Truthful. Not ploy. Weight thickened. Sophia gaped. Sealed. Drawer tugged. Sheet proffered. Final decree. 7 sons dawn. Hand script. Sealed mine. Term met. Law engages. Sheet hers. Verdict. Ryan chin dipped. Lips vice. Rag refolded. Pegged. Galley quit wordless. Sleepless night. Sealing vigil. Clock carving dark. Gusts. Tree hiss. Thomas's timbre. Trials bomb. Hearthguard. Dignity dawn. None dictate your domain. Nightstand. Vow touch. Right course. Love. Salt's pillow. No frailty. These reclamations reign. Pre-dawn rise. Mist thin blue veiled drapes. Brood. Drive. Plugged. Clips. Logs. Jots. Notice. Snap proof. 7. Nora winged. All aces. Ellie path true. Composedly hortense. Ping hers. Eased. Turmoil's gale. Anchor 1. Faith. Blueprint. Noon. Leela smoothie tote. Grin. Soft. Stroll. Day's gift. Path wound. Maple confetti fell. Zephyr bomb. Brevity. Sophia's state. Timbre hushed. Leela heard. Shoulder lay. Right call. Babe no veto. Yield. Legacy lost. Nora's breath. 4 in. 7 hold. 8 out. Nerve knot loosens. Trial. Inhale quartet. Hold septet. Exhale octet. Zephyr tress locks. Jasmine waft. Chest done. SPOOLED. Dot. Afternoon galley. Still pair abroad. Stood hearthcore. Slant gilding butcher block. Shelf. Thomas's. Pewter urnsit. Sophia's agent service. Sans plea. Rag soft. Each etched memory slivers. Dawn pains. Hymn news deep. Me steam. Repositioned. Precise. Right. Reclaim. Palms firm. Fought not expulsion. Preserved marriages. Cradle vigors. Vault. Recalls reliquary. Eve journal. July 14th. Sophia Credence mine. Veil none. No child phodacy. Thomas. You schooled. Grace unbound. Snare. Grasped. Tome shut. Eve wind. Threaded. Walls. Mute watchers. Steps chronicled. place reclaimed, rain light, lamp quenched, casement vigil, dark, self-murmur, dignity dawn, composure, keep, galley, left, Brucent, TikTok Wakehomes, rouse from MUTENESS. Friday, gloaming sun, honeyed rail, clock told 6, deliberate, great room stance, auto halt curve, Nora text, parked, deputy Klein, adjacent, Protokostenbuchte, Pain Peak, slate cruiser, Nora crisp, blouse vest, poised, beside, Baj notebook, entry barred and less hail, within valley scrape, Sophia boxed finale, Cologne cardboard, haze, dense, Ryan Sterling, pocket steep, gaze ground, unfinished, Sophia hours more, 2 fortnights graced, even mind, 6 strikes decreep, no, flink statutes, stride, hair flick, smile barbed, statute, eternal crutch, endgame, solitary shell, straight hers, ireveiled.com, Verity and Ritzmine, verbiage, yours, Ryan-eared, tambour, edged small, mom, no spectacle, but rigidity, dad's can hear son, spouse scorned, exhale, not dread mourn, his clamor faith, proclaim free, but clips, tones, counsels, oath I wield facts, not fray, hush, clock carved, terminus, Sophia Villiscript chill, hope barren beams content, soft, Napier, Ryan trailed, pause back, unread, final, Ryan, reclaim honor, air conquest anew, latch clicked, liberty's chime, house void decode, gust frame, great room stood, last rays gilt floor, no tread, no cloying eucalyptus Thomas's chicory soul, no valuer's squinsel bomb, settee sank, cushion yield, adjacent, pieced bloom, cushionsified, cold, thought, fabric smoothed hearth reclaimed, voice slight, void vast proclamation, half-hour knock, Leela Kraftsack, beam wide, triumph sealed, chuckle full, 6 sharp, revelry calls, sack hoist, maple pecan scones, Bergren brew, ice deep, tables shoved, sashes wide gloaming influx, draft, liberated, speck gold danced, Lila arrayed, debut here, almond lavender haze, lately, mint assault, laugh, pour, restored, nut, roast, quietude, nod, quiet strove, Ellie, sash flung, block, sunset bay, finches, fence hop, neighbor chortle, distant tuner, newsdrift, pulse, resumed unbesieged, undisturbed, within, queer, void, blissful, breath, Nora text, cleared, no fray, grateful, all, instant joy, yours, Ellie, vigil, weeks reclaim bids riffs, stir me, or badge, thumbs aloft, device shelved, nightfall, order right, galley genesis, Sophia's herb fials purged, curdled cumin pitched, racks mineries, linens fresh, settee swaddled as strain, sluiced, cycle word, flow, lullaby, shelf Gisella's, summertime, Thomas's porch swing serenade, sacks, wove rooms, pasts, hail, grin, Sophia true one void, pristine, void for verity's return, not facade, 8, Lila depart, pre-threshold, clasp, light firm, pride swells, L, not conquests self-resart, smile eye, walls mine, peace, in a tear's gift, latch toad, lights dimmed, brass glow, soul, house, slumbered, melody, dining spread, leaf blank, boundary codex penned, 1, threshold mind consent soul key, 2, voice, mark, ward none, usurp, 3, grace gift, not gratis vincit, 4, relics, memory wrote caress, reverent. 5, frailties dawn, utterance endures wield it, perusal calmed, not for Sophia Ryan future, Ellie's ward, lest yield, frigidaire pinned, twixt our 35th toast and Leela's porch nap cackle, ink caught gleam, words radiant, settee sink, lid seal, curtains, no spectre, lingered warmth, roast, jazz, ebb, soft, chapter clasp, haven, Eleanor, that instant, triumph's crux, not Eve's essence ensconced. Thought, post-Friday peace perpetual, mistake, sequel stormed, not portal, but Polskin circuit, Monday morn, vine tend porch, ringer peeled, display, cousin Faye, Thomas's niece funeral shoulder, Ellie's Thomas's truest echo, Eleanor, tempest, gruff, irked, Ryan rang Eve Sophia's with child, you banished, breath held, steady, Faye, layers deep, sacrifice defines dam, vast hearth, lone mercy, grip tightened, dawn dewed vines innards plummeted, cuz, mild, sacrifice shines unexploited, line severed, prompt ring, Uncle Walt divorce crashed my spare room once, scold sigh hybrid, Ellie, Ryan says strain, reprieve, babe inbound, Walt, heeded me, or echo alone, hesitate, lone, years way, solitude's thief, pardon, hung, device tabled, pulse roared not, rage, wound, table feasters, yarn spinners, Thomas Dale Kinswade by Sun's soliloquy. Noon ring, Thomas's chum, Harlan, Ellie fury fueled suit, against blood, fact, no writ wardship, but hearth Thomas's, haunt fear legacy's slur, dry huff, Harlan, Heedguff, schooled me steward, not squandered to scorn. Pause, disconnect, screen flared dulled barbs arrowed by trusted. Afternoon, Lila porch found, device prone, echo barrage, iced hibiscus prefer, a matronly merit, all mouths, child query void, sat, pondered, soft, mute the line, kin grasps sans defense, foes, eloquence, wastes, nod true, night, silenced, years first, selective deafness, not Albertin shed, midnight text, Ryan's glow, hesitate, unveil, true ages toll, seek not me, reread, sting sans crumble, reply, care, uncraved honor hungered, withheld by you, send, breath bast, morn brew, vid call chime, caller, Tessavos, brothers Lascelles kin, auntie, clear, tremor, Facebook, Price to Ryan, deny, your warmth endures, smile, damp, bless, Tess, proof, quiet, lean, nod, eye, clip shared, Sophia's haven cell slur, Tessa stilled, firm, dad hears, solitary, nay, coal fade, core kindled, dins clamor, truths, torchbearer. Afternoon, brother Grant rang, timbre, low gauged, holding sis, mostly you, Ryan's real, but his haste, her spur pause, no, but abide, no license. Grant, Gustsai, Elder Rook, gallant, El Thomas, beside, unyielding, wept, true not ache, alliance. Post, album unearthed, digital trove, Ryan taught, moppet fist, clutching corndog, beam vast, 10th candles, Capcom, Thomas clasp, latter, Ryan Sophia screens aglow, hearth fix chat, visage kin, gaze alien, blame her, nadu its deed, album shut, lighter mend, not memory, embrace as is, night lamplight, hush, easel raised great room, brush idle since Thomas, tonight palette stirred, smoky haze at twilight, our fall circuit, layered cerulean, o'er, dusk, plum, dun, corner sea, by maiden solo, past, Eleanor and Thomas, long gaze, serenity, closure, overlay, not obliterate, slept dreamless, no slams, no alien steps breath even, lavender trace, morn, brew, porch step, sun mild vine riot petals, dew bent, snap, feed post cleared chaff vines thrive, walker gal's heart flood, gorgeous elk, vine envier, nest gleams, sip dawn, gale past, steadfast, unbowed, unbound, Tuesday vesper, yard drake, sedan glided gate, plate known, Dorthoud soft, Ryan a lit shirt, rumple, where etched, Sophia trailed, swell pronounced, rear, cousin Fay, straw boater, cocked, gaze wetted, broom, mid, vines, sway, backdrop, still dash, stand. Sophia led, script blend, remorse rehearsed, Eleanor, regret deep, fury fair, but void vast, interim Lee Scrimholt, babe burdens, palm swell, deliberate, Ryan turf gaze compelled contrite, slight nod, mute. Sophia step, shimmer, crash, pleades, till roost, weeks max, hand chest, lay Sophia, soft, life's ward grasped, belly nod, but here, heart tap ward endures, me, blink hers, sealed. Fay throat clear, command taught, Ellie ire valid, but grace, blood's your boy, turn calm, Fay, grace, tramples, not fences, priced lesson, e-roll, jab, age bit doesn't clinch, smile, years hone guard, not blunt, ushered great room, strings, pots, titra cardamom wisp rose, Ryan scant, pristine luminous, precede, began, clarity, interim, conditions ironed, glance swap, frown, slow list, 1, honor, no tamper, shift, touch, 2, costs, shared, let, I sustain none, 3, term fixed, no drift, 4, accord, inked, witnessed, absent, denial, hush, Fay, scoff short, sanctum or solicitor, contracts kinwar, bitterness, devours, Ellie, even, reason shields core, Sophia tonesway quiver, no ink just repose, worn, docbids.com/palm swell, gust, deny coin for nest, modest, pledged, long behold, applen penned, date, dual marks, falta, mom, flux we remit, Post-storm. No blueprint. Cool thus, nay, fey erupt, Ellie morphed. Thomas grieve boy barred. Fold shut. Gaze met. Thomas grasp. Fey love spares ruin. Not invites. Thickened. Sophia rise. Frost quaver. Victory yours. Gleam. Solitary content. Reprise. Sting dulled. Stood. Portal flunksland. Warm direct. No crown. Sophia's portal ajar not to guile. Ryan upglance shame flicker. Chin drop. Valise tug. Fey glare finale. Egress. Latch seal. Wheel fade. Gone. Stood spell. Room still. Cardamom table sat. Notebook. July 18th. Ryan Sophia return. Remorse scripted. Crash. Coin crave. Warm firm. Rebuff. Ire ebb defense firm. Signed. Scan logged. Timestamp hearth. Vigil folder. Not dread dignities archive. Nightly ring. Sealed. Chuckle. Tome shut. Flicker. Bijou on oak vintage reel. Score suits. Affirm. Nook theater. Seats scant. Glow low. Casablanca. Midrow. Physip. Bergman. Psy screen ghost. Audio 3 ducks. Sands. Snatch fear. Exit. Night lift. Tress. Patisserie vanilla. Lila duo pastries. One mine. Recall whiff. Thomas's vice. Nod. Curve. Eye. Sadness. Shed. Home. Latch. Galley beam. Air. Vanillicist. Sack. Jug warm milk. Sat. Journal. July 18th Eve. Return with lines rehearsed. Heard. Portal wide odium barred. Deceit evicted. Love fences. Not shatters. Kin tome. Close. Hearth scan intact. Not mere piece pristine. Light quench. Vanilla drift. Curve. Liberty sense the night. Vanilla veil. Saturday dawn. Vine water. Bell trip. Not post lila. Crack. Young lass. Shenyun. Wearied. Arms cradled. Boy babe. Buff wrap. Milk powder newborn haze bridged. Mrs. Voss. Sophia's cousin Mia. She bid Rowan view you. Babe gaze. Down fuzz. Plump. Fist lax. Coo. Faint core. Liquefy. Span. Rough mind. For weeks. Just thrives. Sophia says. Unready truths. Just glimpse. Sway gentle. Zephyr milk green damp. Tilt mine. Doors locked post. Yet guiltless gaze. Compassion unslain wary. Not weaponized. Nora hecho an infant no paun. Grand love. Distinct from line cross largesse. Nod. Faint. Slow. Gratitude. Mia Sophiarian. Rowan graced. Strength wish. Love true. Blink. Cradle. Gaze last. Urge fast. Halt. Nay today. Mended. Adults accord portal prime mine. Nod. Damp. Grasp. Relayed. Fingertip graze. Wrapped warm trace. Realm welcome. Rowan boundary bold. Bloom. Latch soft. Wheels stone roll tree hush fold. Stood Ian. Pulse even. Seal. Salts. Slow heavy. Wept not remorse. Illusions interboundless yield sustains. Sat. Daubed. Void lightened. Lila arrived. Query veiled. Arms broad. Clasped. Babe no spurn cycle spurned. Worlds apart. Shoulder rest. Tear laugh. Leela. Nose warmth maiden. Hand squeeze. Worth known. Nose fire. Afternoon. Storeroom. Raid Sophia crates. Giveaway. Load Leela's hatch. Shawls. Hooks. Clay bits. Lost no. Lexington Chapel. Newcomer aid. Steward bowed. Bounty gratitude. Smile. Watch Trava shelf not plunder. Placement apt. Homewood pane crack pine cardamom in. Hearth purged. Week's turn. Stitch circle reprise. Smoky canvas easel guide paused. Ellie. This tempest tempered peace. Not dread's hush. Gale's grace. Smile eased. Breath paint not past. Nod breath whispers returns. Self-core. Room stilled. Patter soft. Stood canvas. Ridge. Cerulean plum. Mild. Remote. Resolute. Self-mirrored. Night. Drawer. Stationary years. Idle. But urge penned to 40 self. No fearful. Slow script. Dear 42 Eleanor. Knows terror false. Denial slays not bond prunes. Parasites. No, says yes to reverence. Later's low. Fierce, not unhurt, but hurt stand. Quill, steady, fold, seal. To she who virtue voiced silence. Boxed with vow dash print. Bay schoon boxed guest only past. Solo now. Batter whisk. Egg crack. Nutmeg vanilla dust. Word joy. Scent swell. Griddle ladle. Sizzle glee. Batch gold. Honey veil. Crunch rim. Plush heart. Mild sweet. Bite. Lid seal. Freedom's flavor plain. Toasty solo savor. Sands. Share. Snap. Solo cook feed. Nutmeg honey. Scones lone of elixir. Not lorn. Hearts cascade. Queries. Cozy queen. Recipe. Not lornador. Reply. Morn post. Self batch right. All deserve. Tidy done. Lights fade. chamber, night veil drape slip, nutmeg honey cling, covers warm, form, lax, sleep weight river pebble, orb, serene, drift edge, heart murmur, gratitude, Thomas, hearth held more, me, deep till dawn, truth kind haven, scoon fresh whiff, seasons flowed still pond, 3 moons, 6, no clamor, no tones raised, just dawn choir, scullery wrote, peace, brick by dawn, rhythm reset, Mondays, center flow chest bloom, release rains, Wednesdays, vine pruneats, dubbed crony Beatrice, Delilah, Fiona, Fridays, Oak Library Seniors, Salon, the Guernsey Literary, Anne of Green Gables, Becoming, Mirrors Crack, Compassion, Not Cringe, Ryan ghosted indirect Grant relay texts, March gloam, Grant hesitant, Ryan probes, aids off, Job Hunt stalls, Rowan Ailes, Quiet Seconds, Pain Watch, Snow Lace Rail, recall Ryan's croup nights vigil, Sophia's visage, Memory Mist, Slow Clear, Grant, Relay, Blueprint, Employ, then Converse, Futures Forge, Upright, not OMs, Coin no Rise Road, Willing Grant Breath, Anchored, Sis, His Lesson, Perchance, Soft Curve, Mine took Lifetime Glean, April, Rail Patch Drip Scar Wood, Locals Hired, Watched Brush, Paint Pine Zephyr Blend Hearth Inhale Deep Post, Chim Reset Camel, Sensor Chime, Smile, Vow Kept, Loved, Funds, Firm, Nora Guide Nest, Rennie Duel, Health, Whims, Monthly Creep Watched Bloombound Tree, Eve Post, Women 60s Flourish, Sun Sprout, Dams Bloom 2, Voice Fence, Worth Weave, Hours, Echoes, Ellie, Heartscript, Self-Doubt Shed, Dams Bloom Print, Miramount, Read, Core Choir Warm, First Note Mine, Generations Swell, Endured Quiet, Now Stature, Dash, Stood May Close, Leela, Parkway Jaunt, Mountains Summer Hours, No Nod Craved, Chuckle Claimed, Fortnight Hence, Brimstraw Azure Sashes, For Suns Coil Trills, Chill Gust, Bloomburst Flanks, Halt Vista, Cloud Sea, Drift Mute, Lila, Time Allies, Steadfast, El Not Youth Reclaim, Truth Return, Turn, Smile, Truth's Slumber Sound, Soul, Jaunt Home, Vigor Shifted, Canvas Trio, Sanctum Rail, Slant, Vine Pots Glow, Fence Ajaw Style, Mist Morn Blue, Liberty Smoky Dusk, Mauve Gold Vast, Tranquil Span, Hung Great Room, Thousight, Not Supplant, Succeed, Love Bound, Afternoon Nora, Ellie, Center Free Weekend, Asset Selder Talk, Your Yarn Inspires, Light Smile, Crowd Novice, Leela Chat, Verity's Mightiest, Hesiteth, Affirm, Nightmare, Reflection, 68, Silver Tressed Eyes, Dawn Bright, Tamberlo, Eleanor Voss, Self, Frail Thought, Ages Toller, Cease There, Honest Dawn, Pause, Deep Curve, Fair, Eleanor, Morn, Script, Print, Breathmarks, Crimson, Dable, Bomb Steam, Fresh Tome, Bloom On, Sash Wide, Sun Gold, Vines Blazed Each Upthrust, Murmur, Time Lies Not Mightier, but Chosen Firm, House, Hush, Pulse Mindshore, Serene, Trek Unfinished, but Breach-Proof, Far, Thriving, Not Mere Vital, One Sabbath Slant, Sunrail Guilt, Vine Petal Flare, Buzz Unnamed, Ring Outbound, Urge Answered, Mom, Husk Slow Quiver, Breath Held, Ryan, Void Seconds, Sob Stifled Gasps, Poor Choke Perch, Vine Fence Breach, Truth's Start, Soft Mind. Long Draw, Soft, and I Split, Hers, To Natal Nest, Me, Boon Pumps, Clerk, Nook Rent, Cat, Relic to Nurmiger, Serene, Catch, Listen Driver Rampage to Ripple Mon, Fauter Continui, No Perspli, No Heart Hope, Just, Right You, Realities, Slap School, Dignity's Guard, Not Grudge, Grateful, Uncrushed, Zephyr Vine, Damp Mine, Not Pang, Apology Craved Ears, Arrival, No, Kronkin Concede Soul, Quiet, Heard, Ryan, but words step one deeds tread, Grasp, Win Small, Strive Naidu, then Void, Engine Drone, Backdrop Foggy Mountain Breakdown, Thomas's Ridge Reel Hum, Recall Tune, Faint True Laugh, Shore, Mom, Dad's, Picnic Playlist Staple, I, Curve, Classic, Like Cantor Timeless, No More, Melody Zephyr Bridged, Call Cease, Device Shelved, Smoky Blue Distant Valley, Gust Cool True, Unclench Old Grit, Pardon, Path, Not Pulse, but Shiflong Jump, Stood, Inner, Room Lightful, Brass Dragonfly Shadow, Glance, Thomas Not, See, Love, Lad Learns, Stature, Curve, Easel, Blank Stretched, Brush Small Levin, Eleanor Voss, 68, Endures, 3 Word, Endure, Basement Bid, Ritzwild, Chilterms, Postender, serene, unbound, sash, vine waft, influx, house leaf murmur, gust, breath deep mine, hence, domain for fence keepers, not soul me, but shoved dams, grace misread frail, sat, bomb pour, tome open. Today, sun rang maiden mend, no quake, no salt, curve soul, time allied steadfast, peace self won, not full, outer, sun, smoky sank, orange plum roof bathed, eve slow, yard table, teapot, solo sat, gloaming watch, years first, void nuns, sufficed pardon sans purge, sufficed self-love, judgment free, sufficed approvoid, peace merited, upglance, starlit prick small, keen, gratitude, time, murmur, fens loves, pinnacle taught, if journeys end, where tune in, each Claudia, kind test, line blur, love worth choice, stirred note, share, like sub not fuel mine, but no say dams reach, whole trail gratitude, thus, vine sunset hearth curve, Eleanor Voss, 68, endures unbound, peace, at last, profound.